today on pictures mostly that I take during Coral Crusaders. And obviously, I've taken pretty much all of these photos. The ones that I didn't take, the one that I didn't take is captioned by who took it. So anyway, this is a picture of White House, which is the main reef that we kind of follow. So what is it that we do? Well, we go out and we tag coral colonies that may or may not be, what's a good word, in danger. So we monitor them, and we do that by photographing them over time and then kind of looking at those photographs and comparing them to one another. That's Kendall and I in that picture there. When we do this, we get to monitor the reef health itself because we go out there all the time and we kind of know our reef, and it's kind of like our second home. And then we talk to people like you all about awareness in the reef situation that's kind of going on. So this is the OG White House team, Kendall and Courtney and myself. And we kind of all have our roles to play. This is what we do. Kendall is really good at finding the tags, way better than I am. Courtney takes all the pictures, and I kind of dive down and like, oh, there's a sea urchin there, can you get it away? And that's what I do, because I carry them. So these are some pictures of Kendall here. She's a natural in the water. Wow. There's some pictures of Courtney. She's graceful. She's really graceful, as you can see in that top picture there.
I like that one.
And we have a lot of fun when we go out and we do this. There's some pictures of me. So most of these pictures are either of corals that are interesting in my opinion. This happens to be a critically endangered coral. This is a staghorn out at Dieppe Bay. If y'all haven't gone out there, it's really cool. I suggest you get out there before you leave the island. This is a brain coral. This particular colony is about the size of a small Volkswagen Beetle from like back in the 70s. It is huge. There's an octopus. I think Kendall spotted that one. These are all at Dieppe Bay. So through this presentation, I have gone to like 3 reefs that I took most of these pictures at. So you'll see overlap. This is a critically endangered elkhorn coral. These guys are really big. You can find them at Dieppe. There's one out at Majors. They're pretty. They're really pretty. Little guy, little baby guy. I think the hardest part about what we do is not getting distracted by all the cool stuff that we get to see and actually finding the corals that we're supposed to find. I get real bad ADD and I'm like, oh look, a shiny fish. Let me go check that. And then I come up and I'm like, where did everybody go? And they're like, way gone. So it's a lot of fun. There's a hawksbill that tried to bite me because I got too close. I swam up to him. I think Shannon was with me for that one. Let's see, what else do we have here? So this was at Reggae. I've never done the Reggae reef until last Sunday. Actually, I went with Dr. Dennis and Dr. Sample, and it was really, really cool. It's much deeper than I was anticipating. You kind of got to swim a little bit out, but it was really cool. I think the most interesting thing that I find about all of these reefs is that although they're all around St. Kitts and we can get to all of them from the beach, they are so radically different in what lives there. Yeah, it's kind of, a really cool place to be under the water. So I'm really happy that I get to do it. This was at Reggae on Sunday. Yeah. I mean, I would say if anyone wants to go, you just let me know and I'll go snorkeling with you. This is a problem that we have down here, lionfish, invasive species. I do not suggest trying to catch one without proper cutters to cut off all the spines, but this is another thing that we kind of get to see, what is on the reef that doesn't belong on the reef. And all of these things kind of affect the overall health of the ecosystem that's there. This is one of Dr. Dennis's favorite corals. Starfish. I take all of these photos with a GoPro. Courtney uses the actual camera that we need in Coral Crusaders because it's got macro and stuff on it, but I mean, I love the GoPro. So this was a reggae the other day. It was a really big spot in Eagle, right? And it came out of nowhere. It was like, oh, hey guys, what are you doing out here? Yeah, and Dr. Sample was in the beginning of that video.
Do those sting you?
No, I mean, don't harass it, obviously. Don't pull a Steve Irwin, that's all I gotta say about that. But no, they're not gonna like come up and try to sting you or anything like that. You have to understand, like, we're in their environment. You have to respect that they live there. So, little upside down jellyfish there. He's kind of cool. That was at White House.
You all snorkel in those school?
I only snorkel. I'm getting certified this semester, but this is all just snorkeling. Yeah, holding my breath and trying to stay down as long as possible. So this is Kendall here, graceful.
It's cute.
We found, Courtney I think spotted these lobsters.
They're so tiny.
And she's like, hey, you have gloves, go get one. So I dove down and I grabbed one, and then I gave it to Kendall to hang on to. And then it got away from us. Not that we would have done anything with it, but. These guys is what they always warn you about at a shipwreck, to not step on these, because they hurt. I don't use any kind of processing as far as, editing the photos. I just use iPhoto, and once there, I don't use Photoshop or anything like that. So there's a lot of really interesting things out there if you take the time to look. Yes.
Please tell us more what that is. What is
The
that?
tunicate?
What is that?
So this picture is kind of funny because although the tunicate looks really big in that picture, it's really only like this big.
Oh, okay.
It's very small, and it's like a sponge type filter feeder.
Okay.
And they're really pretty. They almost kind of look like a really light lavender color when you're under the water, but they come in all different shades, and they are all over the reefs. It doesn't matter if it's shallow, deep, usually on the side of a rock, a little bit lower. They like decent water flow, but not crazy, because again, they're filter feeders. It's a type of sponge. So there's actually quite a few anemones out at White House, and you have to kind of look for them because they're usually pretty down in a crevice or something. I tried to light this one. That's my GoPro light, but I had to like take it off and stick it down there, and it was fun. No clownfish here though. No Nemos, sorry. No. I really like photography. I think it's fun. It's a good way to remember what you get to see and really appreciate it, because then you can kind of go through it and look at the detail of the pictures that you've taken. These are just a bunch of sponges out at Reggae. This is White House. Some coral. These were at Reggae the other day. This star coral was massive. It was probably this big around that colony. Trumpet fish. These guys are all over. Some little wrasses. This is a really big colony out at Dieppe. Probably a good 4 foot across. More pictures. This is our main beach that we monitor. This is White House in the morning. It's really pretty if you have a chance to go there. I suggest you go. I would go to every reef, honestly, around the island. And I had to edit this video because there was really funny moments in it, but I'm trying to keep it professional here. But mostly Courtney and I just diving down being ridiculous. But this is not that video. But the fish are very curious around here. They're not shy. They come right up to you.
Is that a big one?
No, that is, I want to say it's a jackknife fish, a juvenile. That's it.
Question.
Any questions? Yes, Will?
Have you, from your short time monitoring, have you noticed a change at all to like coral?
Yes, absolutely. So like I said, we monitor White House mostly, and we have the bushes, right? Bush Junior is completely gone, and we've only been monitoring that reef for about, well, this is our second semester doing it. So when we take photos, we see those same corals every single, every time we go out there. It's roughly every 2 weeks. And sometimes you're like, where is this coral? I'm like, here's the tag, but I can't seem to find it, matching it up to my old photos. And then you realize that it's been destroyed, or it's got a lot of death. Sometimes you see new growth, which is what we would prefer to see, but that doesn't always happen. And that's part of what we're doing, is we're trying to see what exactly is it that makes this colony die and this colony do well, and what factors contribute to those two types of situations. Yes, Bailey?
What are the biggest factors for coral reef death?
That's a good question. There's so many, and that's kind of what so many people are trying to figure out right now. Could be temperature, could be people wearing sunblock in the water, could be pollution, it could be just, a natural occurrence. We really don't know. Anybody else?
I don't know if I missed it because I walked in late, sorry.
It's okay.
But what camera do you use?
I use a GoPro. Hero 4 Silver is what I have, yeah. Yes.
Have you had a run-in with the shark at Dieppe Bay?
Saw one.
We saw a nurse shark.
Yeah. Is it like curious, or is it?
No, he was, I have pictures of it, but they're not super clear, so I didn't put any in here.
Okay.
But when we were out with Dr. Dornstein, there was kind of like a shelf a little bit, and
Yeah.
he was kind of just hanging out there. He was maybe like 5 foot,
Okay, cool.
totally just chilling. He had
Yeah.
no interest in us.
He kind of scared me off going there again, so I was wondering if he's chill.
Oh, he's super
yeah,
chill. I got so
okay,
close
so we
to
should go
him.
back.
Yeah.
It was
And-
really low vis when I went, so I saw his
Yeah, no,
shadow, and I was
he
like,
doesn't
no.
care. That's one thing that I am surprised about. Being from Florida, I've snorkeled a lot and been on those types of reefs. There are no sharks on these reefs that we go to. I know that they do a shark dive here, where they do get to see reef sharks, but in these shallower reefs, we don't get to see them. And honestly, it's kind of sad. I wish we did. But
In Florida, would you see them in the shallow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes. Yes, Christian.
So when you do see that the coral are dying, is it strictly you just look at it through pictures and through observations, or any samples taken and pathologies?
Just recently,
Just recently.
Dr. Dennis and Dr. Dornstein were able to go out. I forget who the other doctor was that came down that you were doing the biopsies with. Dr. Krugel. He came down. He did a talk about coral here, and they took some biopsies. And I don't know if we haven't gotten those results yet, have you?
A few.
Yeah. So what they do is they take these biopsies, and then we try to compare them to other areas in the Caribbean to see if there's any similarities. Anybody else? Any other questions? No?
Thanks, Gina.